Hi, everyone. Happy Elul. It's so great to be sharing another story with you today. Today, I am going to share you a story from the book, Does God Have a Big Toe? Stories about stories in the Bible by Mark Gelman. This is one of my favorite Rosh Hashanah stories, and I just think it has a fabulous message for all of us as we enter the new year. A long time ago, when all the people lived in one place, getting the news was easy. They had yellers then who would walk around town, and after a few minutes of yelling, everybody would get the news. But when people began living all over the place, even the yellers couldn't yell loud enough to get the news around. Mostly people just didn't get the news. But some special times just had to be announced. And the arrival of the new year was one of those times. So God asked Enoch to find an announcing tool. The next day, Enoch returned with 2 rocks. Oh, God, listen to my fine announcing tool. And he banged those rocks together. Those rocks made a loud rock banging sound. God said to Enoch, "What kind of announcing tool is this to tell the arrival of the new year?" Rocks don't make music, they only make noise. The new year is a time for music and singing, not banging and yelling. Enoch ran off to find another announcing tool. The next day, Enoch returned with a gong, huge gong. "Listen to this one," shouted Enoch as he gonged the gong, making loud gonging sounds until God said, "Stop! What kind of announcing tool is this to announce the arrival of the new year?" The gong does make a strong sound, but the gong is made of iron, and iron is used to make swords and spears and arrows and other weapons of war. The new year is a time of peace, not of war. So Enoch ran off to find a new announcing tool. The next day, Enoch returned with a harp. Very big, beautiful harp. "God, this one is the winner," he said as he strummed some lovely harp sounds that filled the air. "Close," said God, "very close, but not close enough. The harp is a lovely instrument. It is not noisy. It is not made of iron, but is too soft and fine for an announcing tool. The new year is a time of loud rejoicing. We need an announcing tool that will carry the news from hilltop to hilltop around the world. Try again." The next day, Enoch returned with a golden trumpet in his hand and announced to God, "What you see here, God, is the perfect announcing tool. It makes music, not noise. It is not made of iron, and it is loud enough to carry the news of the new year from hilltop to hilltop." Enoch then blew some fine notes on the golden trumpet. Then God said, "The golden trumpet is a good announcing tool." Enoch jumped up and down with joy until God continued, "Good, but not good enough. The golden trumpet makes loud, beautiful music and is not made of iron, but it is made by somebody who pounded it and rolled it and shaped it. I want a natural announcing tool that is not shaped by people. I want an announcing tool that is not made of gold. Prices are going up. Nobody could afford such an announcing tool." Enoch was getting very sad, but he ran off one more time to hunt down another announcing tool. The next day, Enoch was a little late in coming to God. When he did arrive, he was out of breath. "I am embarrassed, God, to show you my new announcing tool. It is only this ram's horn, not nearly as sweet as the harp or as beautiful as the golden trumpet, but it is not made of iron, and nobody pounded it or shaped it except the ram. I even think it is loud enough to get the news from hilltop to hilltop, but I am not sure if it is a good enough announcing tool. Why are you not sure? Asked God. Enoch replied, well, you see, O Holy One, blessed be you. I have been practicing with this thing all morning, and it is ever so hard to blow. Sometimes I blow, and all I get is a or a or a and then maybe another. God spoke to Enoch with great love. Enoch, you have done well. The ram's horn is a perfect announcing tool. It is natural and loud, and it can make beautiful sounds. I know it is hard to play, but that is just right. The new year is hard too. It is a time for deciding to do good things and give up bad things. The new year is a time for apologizing to others for hurting them in any way. And all that is very hard to do, even harder than blowing the ram's horn. Then God sat Enoch down and taught him to blow the ram's horn for the big celebration of the new year that was soon to begin. By the end of one lesson from God, Enoch could blow the ram's horn without a peep, a pft, or a skeek. Shana Tova Umituka. May you have a wonderful start to your new year, and may you work hard to make this year, this coming year, even better than the last.